Number 5. LG 34GK950FB. Next up, we have an ultra-advanced monitor that comes with top-of-the-class colour accuracy for a gaming monitor thanks to its amazing technology developed by LG, the 34GK950FB. This monitor is one of the best ultra-wide gaming monitors in the market. On top of that, it has Radeon FreeSync 2 out of the box, it's curved, and it has HDMI support on top of all this. It's a pretty expensive monitor, but if you can afford it, it's worth every penny. One of the biggest selling points of the LG 34GK950FB is its exceptional design that's very clean and gorgeous. It has some very slim bezels around its screen, and it has an 1800 curve radius on its widescreen. The base has a wide V-shape that attaches to the stand that delivers great ergonomics so you can adjust it to your liking. The most interesting design trick of this monitor rests on its back panel, with its Ultra Gear branding with a red ring around it and a cable management system. Even though it's constructed of plastic, this monitor rocks a great build quality and it's solid overall. In the connectivity department, the LG 34GK950FB is generous as it includes a DisplayPort, 2 HDMI ports, a pair of USB 3.0 ports and a headphone jack to complete the package. The LG 34GK950FB boasts a 34-inch curved nano in-plane switching panel with a resolution of 1440 by 1440 and a whopping 98% coverage of the DCI-P3 color gamut, which results in 135% of the sRGB color space. On top of that, it supports HDR viewing experience with the supported content, so you get amazing brightness and contrast combined with good local dimming system. The LG 34GK950FB has an input lag of about 4 milliseconds and a response time of about 5 milliseconds combined with its 144Hz refresh rate. The FreeSync 2 feature works with both NVIDIA and AMD graphics cards, delivering a perfect gaming experience. Overall, this monitor is one of the most capable in the market, but it's a little pricey, a factor that may deter some customers. Number 4. Dell S2719DGF. The Dell S2719DGF offers excellent panel response, low input lag, and superb out-of-the-box color accuracy. It won't deliver the contrast of a VA panel, but we enjoyed gaming at 155Hz with FreeSync. Dell's familiar design theme is well represented by the S2719DGF. A thin 6mm bezel surrounds the top and sides, while a slightly wider 14mm strip runs across the bottom. The anti-glare layer is flush-mounted for a bezel-free look when the power is off. Running your fingers across the bottom reveals the tiny control buttons. The power toggle doubles as a white LED, while 6 more keys provide direct access to picture modes, FreeSync, dark stabilizer, brightness or contrast, the on-screen display or OSD, and exit. Every press pops up icons denoting the button's functions, as well as a status bar at the top of the screen. The stand is very solid with a nice weight and firm movements. The height adjustment range is 5 inches, and you get -5 degrees to 21 degrees of tilt, 45 degrees swivel in each direction, and interestingly, a portrait mode that goes both ways. If you'd rather use a monitor arm or bracket, a 100mm VESA mount is provided under the snap-on stand. In general use, the S2719DGF is perfectly competent for things like web browsing and word processing. Its excellent colour, particularly its ideal D65 white point, makes it an excellent companion for getting work done or researching your next purchase. Colour-critical apps are also a good fit, as the S2719DGF sticks very close to the sRGB colour gamut. Makes a good tool for Photoshop and other graphics-oriented work, and can perform well without any fiddling in the OSD. The standard picture mode is well suited for whatever you need to do. The OSD is divided into 8 sub-menus, organised to separate gaming and image adjustments from other features. There are 11 picture modes, of which standard is the default. It's also the best preset for accurate colour and doesn't require calibration. Tweakers can call up the custom colour mode and work with a 2-point white balance, plus hue and saturation sliders for all 6 colours. In case you prefer a fast response time over a high contrast ratio or vibrant colours, the Dell S2719DGF is an exceptional gaming monitor for the price. Number 3. ViewSonic Elite XG270QG. The Elite XG270QG feels like it's designed to be a gaming display for adults. The subtle trapezoidal stand makes it clear it isn't just about business, but an all-black finish with clean lines ensures no one's going to confuse it with a UFO. The stand is a bit deeper than I'd like, so watch out if you have a shallow desk. The stand does, however, allow for tilt, height and swivel adjustments all the way to portrait mode if that's your thing. The frameless bezel keeps the edges sleek, and the built-in cable management panel is a nice touch if you want to keep the rear end neat and tidy. The I/O provides one DisplayPort 1.2 port and one HDMI 1.4 port, along with 3 USB ports and an audio out. I'm a little surprised that it only includes 2 video ports given the price, but most users probably won't use more than one anyway. It does come with optional focus panels for the sides and a little headphone hook that flips out on the left. Neither are crucial, but they're niceties that help make the monitor feel more premium. If you're a fan of IPS displays, the XG270QG should be on your shortlist. 1440p at 165Hz is a perfect sweet spot, with a great response time and built-in G-Sync to boot. Its black levels aren't very deep and it's a bit more expensive, but it's still a killer display for any high-end gaming setup. Number 2. Asus TUF VG27AQ. This gaming monitor offers great overall performance. It's one of the best gaming monitors thanks to the amazing features. The image quality of the TUF is amazing and the build quality is top-notch. It has a nice refresh rate and a great response time. Overall, it's one of the best available and has many great gaming features that you should look up to. It has a very nice design with lots of great features. The first impression of this gaming monitor is amazing because it looks so premium. It has a very solid build quality and it's made from high quality materials. It weighs around 12.8 pounds and it's not curved. The stand supports the monitor pretty well and it's 11.1 inches wide and 8.4 inches deep. It has great ergonomics and you can place it in a comfortable position very easily. It has a height adjustment of 5.2 inches, a swivel range from -60 to 60 degrees, and a tilt range from -20 to 5 degrees. The borders of the monitor are 0.4 inches thick and look pretty great. It has a pretty solid build quality and it's made with high quality materials. It has a nice 27-inch WQHD 2560 by 1440 pixel IPS display, which can display great images and very sharp and vivid colors. It has a 1 millisecond response time and 165Hz refresh rate, which is ideal for gamers. It also has G-Sync compatibility for a tear-free experience. It has low motion blur technology and adaptive sync, which eliminate ghosting and tearing for sharp gaming visuals. It has a nice feature that's called Shadow Boost. This feature clarifies dark areas of the game without overexposing brighter areas, and this is a great feature because it also improves the overall viewing. This gaming monitor is one of the best gaming monitors available on the market today. It has many great features that any gamer would love. If you've already decided to buy a gaming monitor, you should definitely check out the Asus TUF VG27AQ. Number 1. LG 27GL850B. The LG 27GL850 is currently one of the most popular and hotly requested gaming monitors in the market. But what makes it so special? It's the first IPS monitor that claims to hit TN level response times. With a rated 1 millisecond response time, theoretically this display should have all the speed advantages of a TN panel, but without the downsides like poor color performance, low contrast ratios and weak viewing angles. When you combine that with a 27-inch panel size, 2560 by 1440 resolution and 144Hz refresh rate with adaptive sync, it's positioned as the perfect monitor for gaming. In terms of design, the 27GL850 is very similar to LG's recent offerings like the 32GK650F that ranked highly in our review earlier this year. Anything in their Ultra Gear line for gamers will look somewhat alike. You get a flat V stand with red highlights and a simple plastic construction. Reasonable bezels, a matte black finish on both sides, thankfully no glossy areas, and easy access to ports on the rear. It's a simple, attractive design with no outrageous elements or pointless RGB lighting. The stand is very adjustable with a good range of height, tilt, swivel and pivot motion, allowing you to use it in a portrait orientation if you want to. 2 HDMI and 1 DisplayPort is a good range of connectivity, plus there's an audio output and a 2-port USB 3.0 hub. It's also important to look at the dark level average. The LG 27GL850 sits here with a 4.27 ms average. This is very similar to its overall average. One of the main reasons to get an IPS panel over TN or VA is for its best-in-class colors. That's not just in terms of overall color accuracy, but also in terms of areas like viewing angles and uniformity, which tend to be excellent with IPS monitors and help deliver a stunning experience. On top of this, the 27GL850 is a nano IPS monitor, touting 98% DCI-P3 coverage, which is perfect for wide gamut content. Overall, we think the LG 27GL850 is one of the best gaming monitors on the market. Make no mistake, it's not a 1 millisecond display, but with an average response time of around 4 milliseconds, complete with minimal overshoot, no dark level smearing, and ultra-fast input lag, this is one of the fastest monitors on the market. Buying guide. Firstly, screen size. Everything being equal, and if you've got the space and budget, bigger is almost always better. Screen size labeling is based on the length of the diagonal. That made it easy to compare when almost every screen had the same aspect ratio, the ratio of the number of horizontal pixels to vertical pixels. But wide and ultra-wide screens on desktops and newer ratios on laptops such as 3:2 or 16:10 make it a little more difficult. Secondly, GPU. For the best picture, more pixels are better, but when gaming, those pixels can also slow you down if you don't have a beefy enough graphics card. Most video interfaces don't support refresh rates faster than 60 Hz for 4K UHD or 5K signals. That's starting to change for a premium, but you still need a very expensive graphics card to play at 4K and push past 60 frames per second FPS. Our NVIDIA GeForce GTX Titan X barely managed it even with game detail levels down. Minimum graphics card requirements vary based on the game, but if you plan on buying a monitor for gaming at QHD resolution and don't want to have to turn down the in-game settings to low, you'll want at least a GTX 1060 or RX 580. Number 3. Refresh rate. Refresh rate is how many times per second your computer refreshes the image on screen. Most monitors have a 60 Hz refresh rate, which means a new image is generated 60 times per second. Faster refresh rates reduce motion blur, so the higher the number, the smoother your picture will be. If you're a gamer, look for a refresh rate of 144 Hz or faster.